What we're going to do is we're going to go to wordpress.com. If you're not already logged in, you'll log in. You want to make sure you are in the right spot. Do you have your website pulled up? That shows if you're logged in. And of course, we want to go to the pages section right here. We're going to click on pages. And remember, if you have already done this, you've already built all your pages and they are showing as published. You want them to be published. If they are saying they're currently in draft, you'll need to go in and publish those pages, okay? Some of you were looking to upgrade your theme, to choose a different theme that hopefully it'll improve the way it looks, the way it's easy to navigate or not. So one of the things we're working on this coming week is to add 2 more pages. This should be fairly simple. They don't have to be complete because the goal is by the end of the semester, that's the last week in May, that we will have this really dressed up, really finished out, and it feel like a website that we might be doing for a small business we're running, or it might be a website that we're doing for a client. The 2 pages that I said we were going to try to work on, we should already have our team in my site. I'm calling it Our Stylist because I'm doing a hair salon. But our team, our stylists, our mechanics, excuse me, our contractors, whatever you want to say, our team is basically the page we worked on last time. We'll do a real quick view of that page. As I click on it, it'll load, and you'll see that I've got my team members. I've got, for me, I said when they started and then their names. And then I came down through here and added a second row. I put something else here so that these stayed the same size. I can always replace this with yet another team member later on and move this block of text somewhere else. I put a form in here. This form automatically uses the content of to whom it needs to send based on your login. Now, we're not going to worry about trying to set up too much of that. Right now, you remember how all you have to do is hover between items and you can add new blocks. We added a pattern here of a footer. I then drug the form down into here, put the hours in place, and that does a pretty good job with what we're trying to accomplish, okay? Last thing is that I would say we could take this entire block and we could duplicate this, or we could create our own pattern. This is going to be important, and this is the reason why I went to this page first. I want to create my own pattern because I want to reuse this entire block as my footer. And so I'm going to call this by a specific name. I'm going to call this the Salem Stylist Footer. I don't know why it's pulling people's names in, and I'm going to call this a footer. Put it there, and I'm going to have it synced, and I'm going to add that to my patterns, okay? So I can now go in and build my page with this footer, okay? I'll be able to go back and reference this a little bit later. Now I can edit it if later on I feel like there's something I want in that footer going forward. I can edit that, and it should edit its instance everywhere it shows up, okay? Now, that's if I edit the original. If I edit this one, which is the original, but if I edit one of the ones that are already on a page, then that means I'm editing something and making it a unique version of that footer, okay? For some reason, I just noticed I've got this extra block here that's creating extra space, so I'm going to delete that. And now I've cleaned up this page. I'm happy with it. Let's move to save this, and let's view this page. It's going to open it in a new tab, and you'll see I've got home, I've got about, this is our stylist, this is where we are. I've got services, products, galleries, book appointment, and offers. So this is what this site should look like when you go to visit it. I'd like to delete that, but I'm not worried about it right now. All right, I'm going to close this tab, go back here to edit, and I'm going to go back here to this W WordPress so I can see pages, and I can add a new page. You should already have all your pages in place. And remember, all your pages not only in place, but they should be published. If they are still in draft, you may need to publish those. I'm publishing them before they're complete so that I can go in and continue messing with them. My thought is that this is how I would do things with a client while their site is being staged and being developed. Now, not always. There's a lot of times I will actually keep a lot of their pages in draft mode. But if I need client feedback, I'll sometimes just go ahead and publish it, and then I'll put something at the top of it saying that this page is still being worked on. All right? All right, so the pages we're going to be working on next in adding will be either a products page or a services page. This is a hairstylist, so we probably will have both services and products. So I'm just going to start on services, and then I want you to continue to the top level about page. Remember, our team, in my site, it's called Our Stylist. If you're a mechanics site, maybe yours is Our Mechanics. If you're a plumber site, maybe yours says Our Plumbers or Our Team. I'm going to then do the about page. I'm going to start with the services page because the services page will probably give us a list of words that we'll want to talk about in our about page and in our home page. And there's my rationale. I like to get a lot of stuff done when I'm building a site from scratch on the interior of the site, and that will feed our about pages and our home pages. So let's go on ahead, and in the next video we'll start working on the services page, where we'll go in here, we'll click edit, and we'll start adding stuff to it. All right, so I'll see you in the next video.